Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please do sit in the front so that we may all judge you accordingly. We do it with love, so it's okay. Have a seat, brace yourself. For the rest of you longtime heathens, a big fat welcome back. So let's jump into today's process video, shall we? I have to be honest with you, I had no idea what on earth I was going to discuss in this video because I feel as though I've already discussed everything I needed to say about the early stages of working with gouache in my first gouache video that I posted not too long ago, about a month or two ago. It's the only other gouache video on my channel if you're interested in watching that. I am very much still in the learning stages, so I have nothing new to bring to the discussion. That said, I will say a few quick words about the medium, and then I'll jump into talking about something that has been on my mind as of late, and that is the state of my art practice and, by extension, the YouTube channel, kinda sorta. Okay then, for one moment, let us talk about gouache. So for those of you who are not aware, I always leave a list of art supplies that I use in my illustrations down below. If you are curious about what I use, always check the description box. I will always have the art supply listed and or linked down below. For this little lady, I used Holbein acrylic gouache, Holbein acrylic ink, Sparkle Pop pens, Jelly Roll Moonlight pens, and as always, a black inking pen. If you did not watch my previous gouache video, I'll sum it up. That was my first time using gouache. This was my second time using gouache. It's challenging, but I enjoy it. This girl right here, I don't know, what shall we call her? She's a tropical bride of Frankenstein, perhaps. She's giving me those vibes anyway, so that's what we're gonna run with. She is, once again, my second attempt at gouache, and while I still have quite a long way to go until I feel as though I have a decent grip on the medium, I've come to the conclusion quite quickly that sticking with higher end gouache is definitely the way to go. You know me, I use low quality, mid-grade, and professional grade art supplies with impunity. I mean, I mix everything and I just do whatever I damn well please. However, I have found that with gouache in particular, this is one of those mediums where spending more is going to yield better results. My first foray into gouache ages ago, when I was merely dabbling, I started with a student grade gouache and was sorely disappointed. So disappointed, in fact, that it turned me off completely to the medium for a while. Now, I love cheap. You know that. This girl right here, me, this beast, I love to save money on art supplies. But as I said, sometimes you also have to recognize that spending more is going to be the best route to take. Period. You get what you pay for 100% in the instance of gouache. In my first gouache video, I did mix a low-end color with high-end colors, and the difference was immediately evident. Gouache almost feels like a thick liquid lipstick. So do I have any liquid lipstick wearers in the house? I'm a lipstick aficionado. I love my lipstick. And if you use liquid lipstick, then this will make sense to you. Have you purchased a 99-cent, $1, $1.50, $2 liquid lip before? Okay, so compare that to, say, a high-end or a mid-range $20 liquid lipstick versus a $40, $50 YSL liquid lip, right? The differences are going to be massive, and it's the same with gouache, period. The consistency, the opacity, the streakiness, it's a mess. Very liquid lipstick-esque, okay? And that is why I steered completely clear of the lower end gouache for little Miss Tropical over here. I stuck with the Holbein acrylic gouache. I love it. I have a lot to learn, and I'm going to leave it at that because we're still exploring this gouache journey. Now, on to the main topic of the day, which is the state of my art practice and what I intend to do with my artwork and, by extension, my channel moving forward. As you may know, I have been recently finding myself slowly leaning towards jumping into long-term projects. I am finishing up my next coloring book. I have a comic book. I'm finishing up my coloring book. I have a comic book in the works, and I am already plotting my next venture, which is also going to be a lengthy process. as time passes, the more I see myself letting go of the habits from my past, which are sitting down and getting something done in one sitting and then moving on. I still very much like that kind of style, but I'm going to keep that more towards sketchbooks and sketch paintings that I kick out really quickly, as opposed to larger projects that I try to cram into one day. I am realizing, unfortunately, that as much as I would love to accomplish everything that is swirling and bubbling and twirling in my head, it's simply not possible. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I'm just a lowly human and I can't work from dawn to dusk as much as I would like to. I was floating around the apartment several weeks ago, cleaning out my art supply closet, taking inventory of projects that I have in the works and projects that I have mentally labeled with a quote-unquote, I'll return to this someday label, and I came upon two boxes in particular. One box contains art prints, the other contains ink sketches. Well, they're an ink and paint hybrid sketch. The nostalgia beast bit me in the behind, and I started reminiscing about the days when I had all the time and energy in the world to have my prints professionally made. I would go out and purchase my full sheets of mat board. I would trim the mat board, cut my own mats, cut the mounting board, mount my prints, package them, etc., etc. I used to do all of this, believe it or not, and it would take an extreme amount of time, but it's because I had the time to do it. I was in school, I had a part-time job, and it was easy, very easy. That time has long gone, so why do I have these prints sitting around? Sentimental reasons, maybe? Fine, I accept that. Then comes the second box. It was a box of sketches. They were sketch cards, to be exact. At one point, I had nearly 100 of them sitting around. I went through a manic creative period years ago, and all I did from dawn to, dawn, quite frankly, was, when I wasn't at work or school, I was sketching on every last bit of cardboard and wood scrap that I could find. Again, why do I still have these? Sentimental reasons again? All right, I accept it. That's probably true. But it's not okay. As I was sifting through the boxes, the guilt began to slowly percolate through my body. Why are these things sitting around gathering dust in the dark confines of a closet when they could be in the hands of people who will appreciate them? Why are they sitting here wasting away when they could be helping breathe new life into my art practice by making room for new work? It's the classic case of letting go of what no longer serves you to make room for what does. If you have been watching my vlogs, you've watched my mentioning my mentioning my prints, and I'm ready to let them go. Those sketch cards too. I will be filming a video or a vlog soon where I dive a little bit deeper into all of this, but the message of the day, my little motivational blah, blah, blah that I spew in hopes of lighting a fire under your precious behinds is this: let go to move forward. I know. Relax, keep your groans to a minimum. I know this platitude sounds very self-help, very woo-woo, but you know what? Those self-help woo-woo hippies, the real ones, I'm talking about the real ones here, not the social media charlatans, okay? They have very valid points that are applicable to everyone. Letting go of the past is often the best step forward. For example, you. I'm talking to you. You. Yes, you. Yes, you. Do you have a project or perhaps several projects that have been sitting around for years that you've been intending to get to, but somehow you no longer feel passionate about? Trash them. Get rid of them. Do you have a sketchbook that is empty, or perhaps a sketchbook that you sketched maybe 3 or 4 or 5 pages in and then left it because the time didn't feel right to use it? Use it. Use it now. To me, these art prints and sketch cards represent a period in my life where I was almost exclusively painting on a much larger scale than I am now. We're talking the smallest painting being 12 by 12 up to several feet. My life has changed direction, I have changed media, and I do not paint as often as I once did. And when I do, my work is certainly not nearly as large. So it's time to say goodbye to that part of my past so that I can make room for what's to come. I have plans in the works for new things, and the sale of these prints and sketches is going to facilitate some of what I'm planning to do. So I hope that these, I'm going to refer to them as artifacts. I hope these artifacts of mine will bring some spice and inspiration into your life if you are looking to maybe add some artwork or art prints into your life, whether it be adding them to your workspace to inspire you or whatever it is, because I still love this artwork. The prints, I love the prints. The sketch cards I think are adorable, but they just don't reflect what I'm doing now. To be honest, I have kept a couple of the paintings that are represented in the prints. I've kept a couple of them, and the sketch cards, I'm also going to pull a couple aside that I'm very sentimental about because, as I said, I love the artwork on the prints and the sketch cards, and I don't want to get rid of them because I hate them. In fact, I want to keep a couple of them because, yeah, I am a sentimental little animal. What can I say? I'm going to keep them. But I have plans. I have plans for my art practice, and I need to let go. I just do. So there you have it. Today's video is about trying new things and letting go of the past so that you can feel more freedom in trying new things. And damn it, have fun in the process. Have fun in the process. Don't let those unfinished projects stress you out. Those projects, those empty sketchbooks, don't let them stress you out. Have fun. Make use of them. All right, that's it. Keep an eye on my social media if you are interested in my prints and sketches. And if you are interested in this big-haired, juicy neon mist thing over here, she will be available on Etsy by the time this video is reaching your eyeballs. Thank you for being here and joining me on another little artsy adventure. I hope this inspired you in some way. Once again, follow me on social. I would love to have you there if you are interested in indulging in semi-regular servings of moi. Peep the box down below. Everything you need to know will be down below. If you have any questions, comments, queries, if you're in the mood to bitch about life, leave that down below. I'd love to hear from you. I will see you brats again very soon.